A Dream of Mortals. An Oath of Brothers. Written by Morgan Rice and read for you by Wayne Farrell. An Oath of Brothers. Written by Morgan Rice and read for you by Wayne Farrell. Chapter 1. Darius looked down at the bloody dagger in his hand, at the Empire commander dead at his feet, and he wondered what he had just done. His world slowed as he looked up and saw the shocked faces of the Empire army spread out before him. Hundreds of men on the horizon. Real men. Warriors with real armor and real weaponry. Scores of them mounted on zerters. Men who had never known defeat. Behind Darius, he knew, were his few hundred paltry villagers, men and women without steel, without armor, left alone to face this professional army. They had implored him to surrender, to accept the maiming. They didn't want a war they could not win. They didn't want death, and Darius had wanted to oblige them. But deep down in his soul, he could not. His hands had acted on their own. His spirit had risen up on its own, and he could not have controlled it if he tried. It was the deepest part of himself, the part that had been oppressed his entire life, the part that thirsted for freedom as a dying man thirsts for water. Darius looked out at the sea of faces, never feeling so alone, yet never feeling so free, and his world spun. He felt outside of himself, looking down on himself. It all felt surreal. He knew this was one of those pivotal moments of his life. He knew it was a moment that would change everything. Yet Darius had no regrets. He looked at the dead Empire commander, this man who would have taken Lottie's life, who would have taken all of their lives, who would have maimed them, and he felt a sense of justice. He also felt emboldened. After all, an Empire officer had fallen, and that meant that any Empire soldier could fall. They might be bedecked in the greatest armor, the greatest weaponry, but they bled like any other man. They were not invincible. Darius felt a rush of strength within him, and he burst into action before any of the others could react. A few feet away was the small entourage of Empire officers who had accompanied their commander, and they stood there in shock, clearly never expecting anything but surrender.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?